Alright boys, like I just finished casting the series between SK and Fnatic. The final of the qualifier for the ESL Major League, and I can tell you one thing, I'm still shaking. That game, or those games, are gonna blow you guys away. It's a best of 3 series and we're starting things off with Cursed Hollow, and this is really the best of 3 that matters. If you win it here, then you go to the Major League, and if you lose, then it's all over, of course. Best of 3 series, map number 1 is Cursed Hollow, so let's jump in right away. I can promise you one thing, you're not gonna be disappointed, so make sure that you get some popcorn, get something to drink, because you're gonna have a blast here.
Game on, ladies and gentlemen. It is the finals. The qualification for the ESL Major League is here, and we have SK going up against Fnatic. Map number 1 is Cursed Hollow, and we have to the left side in blue Araragi on the ETC, BZ on Malfurion, Linked is playing Uther, Zamoni on Tacita, and Bakery playing Sergeant Hammer. At the same time, to the right side, it is Fnatic. They took down earlier today the new alternate team, and now they are playing with Ace of Spades and Rhaegar, Lowell on Illidan, Shinobu on Vala, Kaysil on Tyrande, and Fred's playing Muradin here. This is gonna be a good one, boys, and I am liking the new patch. At least I like the draft that their new patch caused. So right now, triple Conjurer's Pursuit as the first talent on the side of SK Gaming, and well, we have once again this very powerful combination of Vala, Tyrande. There is no way. I'm gonna check that out later, not now. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna do that after the game, but there is no way. They can't be that crazy. Guys, if you're watching the oh, the kill potential! But our Ragi just barely gets away there. Misplay, I think, by Kaysil, who didn't hit his stun. Muradin hit his too fast. But yeah, the sound, if you're watching the YouTube video right now, this is of course a recording of a live stream, and that was the donation sound, and we had a bit of a battle going on between 2 of my viewers today. And I do not believe that, not for a second can I believe that that was actually the counter. No. Anyways, in the game, we're gonna take care of that later. Let's focus on the game for now. With that damage potential that we have from heroes like Tyrande with the Hunter's Mark, Vala and Illidan, there's just so much that you can do. But of course SK has a pretty awesome lineup too, and especially in the new patch now we have just so many new options when you hit level 20, since Blizzard introduced a couple of additional talents, and one of them hits Hammer hard. You get an attack speed bonus and also an attack range bonus, and they're going for the Hammer. The lockdown is immediately there. Linked is healing his heart out, making sure that Bakery survives. They are able to get that, and well, down to the bot lane, we still have the battle between Ace of Spades and Araragi. The Rhaegar and ETC going up against each other. Zamoni in the mid lane moves away. Shinobu is still there too, is of course trying to soak up the experience, but the big battle is happening at the top. They were actually not showing the Hammer for a long time, SK that is. Reason is quite simple. They were hoping that Fnatic would set up a different tri-lane somewhere else on the map. And in this case now, they just got additional damage in with Bakery at the top. Oh, BC is being attacked here. We're having that double healer lineup under so much pressure thanks to the Hunter's Mark and that Ranger talent. Even Shinobu is now moving in from the top and trying to get this damage in. Of course, with the curse now also spawning up at the top lane, this is where the teams want to be for now. But Shinobu on his Vala we're probably gonna take Strafe again, and that's a great talent for him. We're having at the same time a double healing ward for the opponent's team. SK is running it on Tacita and on Malfurion, and here we have them jumping in again. Link getting stunned once, getting stunned twice. Link, oh god, he just barely gets away, but the root locks down Freds, and Freds dies. Lowell was extremely low as well, no pun intended. And in this case, we're having the first kill for SK Gaming. This is the series that really matters. The winner of this best of 3 will advance to the ESL Major League, and this is right now probably the most prestigious league in the game. We're having Bakery dishing out the damage against the front wall that we're seeing here. That first tower is about to being dropped as well. We have at the mid lane again this battle between Zamoni and Shinobu, level 7, an entire level faster for SK Gaming than it is for Team Fnatic. Fnatic. Fnatic jumping in again. They are really trying to make this combo work, but the double healer so far giving them a very tough time. Freds is once again locked out here and needs to move away. We're having the healing ward in a great position. Very difficult to actually hit that since the wall is in the way, and you can always set a hero on top of it too. But level 7, of course, that talent is helping out SK Gaming quite a bit. Lowell holding the lane, holding the experience up at the top, down to the bottom. It's Ace of Spades and Araragi. At level 10, this is where a lot of those heroic abilities will change the complete dynamic of this, especially, of course, with the Ancestral Healing being this panic button moment or panic button move that you can utilize to keep a hero alive. We have in the curse area still 3-4 heroes now for SK, and the rotation is a bit slower from Fnatic. They're trying to soak more experience, and of course now the attempt to delay that grab of the tribute for as long as they can, while Illidan is soaking top lane, while we have heroes in the mid lane doing the same thing. Ace is already trying to well up, nice multi-shot, making sure that again the tribute grab is interrupted, and of course there's always Tyrande with the owl. Using that owl here, True Shot Aura, by the way, taken on level 7, and well, there's a quick stun, but Freds gets actually rooted there. Gets rooted, needs to jump away, Linked grabs the tribute, and it's tribute number 2. But at least they were able to get a few additional experience points in there, but still, the lead for SK, it is still a thing. It's not suddenly, it didn't suddenly just like magically disappear or anything, but at least they were able to shorten it significantly. Now it's not an entire level anymore, but only a couple of points. But it's still, of course, an important thing to realize. Right now at the top lane, Bakery, BZ and Link, the tri-lane that they are running straight from the beginning here, is starting to push some pressure onto the fort. Yeah, starting to push that in. At the bot lane, on the other hand, it is our Ragi who might be taken out here. I don't think he knows about the rotation from Kaysil and the Dwarf. Yeah, but he's playing passive right now. Suddenly that voice came in and told them, listen buddy, be a bit careful, bot lane. 2 of them are missing. And they are waiting. They're waiting patiently. There's already the tribute spawning. If Araragi moves to the top now and starts to chase Ace, then he might be in trouble. He's getting very close to that. Oh, Fnatic, they're waiting for the level 10. Level 10 is already there for the opponents. Is Araragi following? Is he following in? Level 10 talents are now being picked up here. We have that going on down at the bot lane. They attempt to drop ETC, but he just slides away. And now Zamoni might be able to get the tribute. They are not close enough. No, this is Curse. The owl is too late, and this is Curse. Strafe taken, Metamorphosis, Starfall. We have Ancestral Healing, and of course Avatar being used for Fnatic. When we're looking at SK, the talents that are taken for them on level 10 are Tranquility. We have Divine Storm. It is Archon together with the Napalm Strike and Mosh Pit. And in this case right now, the first curse, the early one, that is one of those things that can really put you far behind, or it cannot be all that significant depending on how you play against it. But right now SK is trying to get one of those bosses. They're already moving in for it, but the battle is there, and it's a 4 versus 5, Ace of Spades, the healing ward being dropped, Freds on Avatar moving back. Very well played, actually, in this case from Fnatic. They did a very good job there. They baited most of the heroic abilities of the opponent out. They still have Metamorphosis, and they also have the Ancestral Healing available to them. The Curse didn't do a lot of damage to them either. So with 15 seconds left on the clock, that Curse was a pretty weak one. And Fnatic is jumping in. They still have a couple of heroic abilities they can use, and now it's a 5-on-5. They split Zamoni off. They have BZ and Linked in a pretty awkward spot there. And let's see how they're going to run with that. Can they maybe drop one of the heroes? Can they go for Zamoni? Doesn't really look like they will be able to get him into a bad position. We have Ace of Spades now soaking the bottom XP. And if you think about what that curse accomplished, then the only conclusion can be not a whole lot. Not even the boss was taken during all of that. So Fnatic doing a very good job with the defense there. And they're nearly on the same level as their opponent. In this entire game we saw a single kill, not more than that. 1 kill, and that's it. Our Ragi is now sitting down at the bot lane, and he's being stunned out, and this time he does not escape. There comes the kill, and they really wanted him. Their hate against the cow is real. They were able to take him down here, and now they're going straight for the wall, taking down the towers. Look at that experience bar, by the way. That changes very, very fast, and now with 1 hero down, they're going for boss, but Zamoni sees it. Zarmoni is moving in, he sees it. Are they abandoning, or are they still going for it? ETC isn't back yet. They have another couple of seconds until he's back in the game, and then of course he has to cover the distance. Freds is very low. Healing ward already positioned. They're really going to try and go for it. Oh, ETC is starting to move in. Avatar is being used though, and now they go for it. There comes once again the Starfall that's being used there. Where is that Hunter's Mark? They're trying to drop one of the targets. Freds is low, but Uther goes down first. Uther is dead. Araragi dies too. Freds is also dead. And there come the last few heroes that are available there. The boss taken, and in this case it was stolen by SK, but SK is not out of it just yet. Lowell still doing damage, but he's lacking support as Shinobu has to move back. He's too low, and Illidan is also on the run. The boss, actually, my bad, taken by Fnatic, so they get the boss, and it's a 2-for-2 trade, so totally worth it for them. Kaysil is moving into the middle, where Bakery might have to be very careful. There comes the Owl, Illidan is moving in, and down goes Bakery. Very well played by Fnatic. They get another kill in there, extremely well played by them. That boss, that was a clutch move by them. And it was Fnatic who took them. Unfortunately, I actually miscalled that at the beginning. I really thought that SK was able to steal it, but that was not the case. It was Fnatic that took the boss. It was a 2-for-2 trade at the beginning, so even with that, it was worth it. And then they were also able to kill out Sergeant Hammer. They take Tribute at the top lane, or at least trying to. Another boss is already being taken. Fnatic is starting to gain some serious momentum there. Some serious momentum in this case. They are moving straight for the boss, claim that. That boss is most likely gonna, well, if they actually push with it, they will be able to take down the top forward, but of course they want to have the tribute too, and they took that already. Now pushing against that wall that we see right there. Another Owl is hitting home, level 13 talents now for both of the teams with a double shrink ray that we are seeing on the side of SK Gaming. We have still Fnatic with the Lunar Flare talent. Oh, and it being in use immediately. Freds at the front line. There comes the strafe. Once again the Starfall, but Araragi is so low and the damage is absolutely insane. Araragi is down. Bakery is rooted by the Golem. Down goes Malfurion as well, and suddenly with all of that momentum, we have the entire Fnatic team just chasing down their opponents one by one. They're trying to go for Bakery. Illidan is already there at the front. Ace of Spades is moving in as well. We're having Bakery solo, but he might be able to escape there. On the other hand, Zamoni is super low and gets dropped. Zamoni is down, and Bakery was dropped as well. Lowell showing no mercy. They have level 16 right now. Triple blood for blood, and the stone form being used. Muradin, even with the spell shield on level 13, now that Rewind is a level 20 talent. With that spell shield alone, she can do so much work. And look at that momentum, that snowball that we're seeing from Fnatic. They just don't stop. They don't even know how, apparently. They move in and drop that keep. They completely rip that front line apart. 9 kills, 8 kills actually against 3. And what a battle there by Fnatic. Suddenly the game starting so slow. A single kill in the first few minutes, and then it just goes completely ham. Go ham or go home, and Fnatic decided to go ham. Linked, BZ and Araragi are fighting for the tribute now, and it looks like, yeah, Fnatic is gonna try to stall that out a bit until Vala is back to business, one of the main damage dealers, but the Storm Ball doesn't hit Araragi, and therefore they can take the tribute. It's 1-for-1. Bit of a misplay there by Fnatic. I hope that that doesn't come back to bite them in the ass later on, because, well, if they get cursed again, they might lose all of that momentum that just gained. So with a good interrupt there, they could have fought for the tribute. 17 versus 15. Now they will have to fight on even talents with their opponent the next time. But what a match. Suddenly so much happening here, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. And, well, once again the pressure against the mid lane. Bakery is there, the 16 talent now for SK. And what are they taking? Imposing presence on Uther. Duh, what else? Double Storm on Tacita. We're having hovering mode also on good old Sergeant Hammer. And keep in mind that Sergeant Hammer just benefits from that new level 20 talent so much. He is an insane killing machine even before that, but at level 20 he just turns into a complete monster. He is DPS made flash, or well, I should probably say made steel. And the other thing that we will see with level 20 is most likely going to be that extra new talent for Lowell on his Illidan. He showcased that once today already in the first series that they played. The Nexus Blade is just amazing when you're trying to chase down targets, and that's exactly what Lowell, of course, indicates to do. We're having currently them moving in. Here comes the first and the second storm hitting. The tribute is already there. This is an even talent fight once again. Bakery in the back with an napalm, and against the hammer you never want to go into one of those drawn out positions. You want to commit or you want to go home. One of the two, and they are committing. They're moving in. Oh, the Thunderbolt misses though. Doesn't hit that just because they moved back in the last second. What a nice ult by Shinobu again. And immediately the ancestral healing. Great timing there, but so much sustain with that double DPS that we're having. Zamoni is down though. He gets dropped. Just too much focus on one hero. Our Ragi is trying to stay alive as well. The shields are there, but the hit points are lacking. He goes down. Another stun against BZ. Might drop Malfurion now as well. This momentum that we're seeing from them is out of this world. Uther goes down now to only 2 heroes alive, and Freds is actually getting away, or is he? As BZ dies, Bakery is trying to kill him, but he doesn't get the kill in, and now he might fall too. Suddenly there's the vision. What a great move by Lowell and Kazel. Oh my god, that was good. Kazel with the owl supplying the vision, and Lowell just jumping over the wall, taking down the hammer. It's a 5-man wipe. Absolutely amazing performance here by Fnatic. Really great play that we had in this case, and they take the boss now too. They take the tribute, and you know what? If they would have taken the tribute earlier, this would be a curse now for SK Gaming, and they could move in with the boss. But oh boy, are they playing good right now. And SK, I mean, they had a great start into the game. They had really good moves here, but in those fights, after Tranquility is over, they really start to struggle keeping their heroes alive. You can really see how as soon as Tranquility is just done, suddenly it's so difficult for them to keep their team alive, and it's really a problem. It's a big problem right now. They don't have enough damage just yet. The Storm is nice, and of course also the Archon that can be used here, but Zamoni is one of the prime targets for the entire team, and he gets jumped every single time with a Hunter's Mark on him, and that just forces him back so fast. Bakery in the back can always do a lot of damage, and we can look at those numbers real quick. If you're looking at the damage numbers, Bakery is taking the lead with 50,000 here. He has the most hero damage in the entire game right now, but the 20 talent, especially for SK, could change all of that. The problem that they have is that they are so far behind that we will see 20 very soon now for Fnatic, and they are actually trying to go for another battle here. They have the stat advantage, and they have the boss moving in, and with the boss they have a major advantage, especially since there's no keep at the top lane any longer. And the tribute spawning again. Are they going for that? They're going for the curse. Are going to try and finish right now. It looks like they're going to try and finish. They get that tower. Do they get another kill that would give them level 20? They're trying to follow lockdown. Immediately the avatar already being used. Oh, ancestral healing saves Kazel here, and there comes the starfall once again. Our Ragi is getting very low, and Strafe being hit by Shinobu. Zamoni on the Archon is doing whatever he can. Moves back with a phase shift. The boss already going straight ham on that core. Oh, he roots Bakery. Bakery's in trouble. Bakery is down. Bakery is down, and the level 20 talent has been taken. Immediately that blade taken. Oh my god, the mosh pit not doing anything just here. Down goes Uther, and Lowell now with that extra new talent gets into a killing rage as the boss is dropping the core. 3 heroes down. Fnatic, they take it. Game number 1 in the best of 3 series here is taken by Fnatic against SK Gaming.
So the new patch meta is already kicking in. Fnatic takes game number 1 on Cursed Hollow, and SK is with the back to the wall. But as you can see, those picks and bans are completely different from what we've seen in the last patch. Now suddenly everything changed, and the teams only had a few hours to really prepare for this. Game number 2 is on Sky Temple, a pretty snowbally map, but also a map where we can see a lot of different approaches to the game. So let's jump right into the second map and find out if SK is able to just like turn it around and force a third game, or if Fnatic takes it with a 2-0 and advances straight to the Major League.
Alright guys, the shit hit the fan, it's getting serious. Our Ragi is playing Diablo for SK in game number 2 of the best of 3 series here in the final of the ESL Major League Qualifier. This is the game they need to win. SK is down 1 game in the best of 3 series, and our Ragi, he has led the Lord of Terror into the battle. He's playing Diablo, BC is playing Hammer for the blue team to the left, Linked is playing Uther, Zamoni Tassadar, and Bakery is on Vala. To the right side of the map, Ace of Spades on Rhaegar, Lowell on his Illidan again, Freds on Muradin, Kazel playing Tyrande, and Shinobu on Zagara. They are ready, we are ready, everybody's ready, and we are good to go with game number 2 here on Sky Temple between SK Gaming and Fnatic. Fnatic is in the lead, and they have once again Lowell on Illidan. And Lowell together with Zamoni, the two best Illidans that we have in Europe. And I would say that Lowell right now is absolutely loving this hero, especially with the level 20 talent that he's been using on him. But how are they measuring up against the Lord of Terror, who's already in the mid lane? Shinobu is there. Freds jumps in, goes for the stun. 1 stun, 2 stun. Oh ho ho, Araragi low. Very, very low. Just barely gets away there. And there was not much that was missing there to drop him. At the top lane, on the other hand, it's a tri-lane, and BZ is putting in the pressure. He's going straight for the tower, and Ace of Spades alone cannot really handle that. The rotation to the bot lane, where Zamoni is low, gets not stunned, but at least loses a lot of hit points. 3 damage for them. Looking at the talents here, let's take a quick look at the level 1, of course, for Diablo. We're having the reduced resurrection cost to 60 souls. Look at that. Changing it up a bit. No, and we also see for good old Tyrande, the Ranger's Mark. What else? Ranger's Mark, that was the talent, the skill that has been used in the last few games. With Stitches, it was an insane combo, getting the hook and then Tyrande stun plus Hunter's Mark. But in this case now, she's still being played, and Kaysil is up there at the top once again. The Dwarf jumps in. BZ getting stunned once, twice, but already getting healed up by the rest of his team. At the mid lane, Araragi and Zamoni going straight for that first temple. And, well, we are having Fnatic lose a bit of their experience there. They need to contest that temple, and that's what they're trying to do. Ace of Spades is capping the vision, or it's trying to. It's a bit too late on that. We have the entire team moving in right now. Creep is helping Shinobu out with his positioning, and he's already trying to use that. The level 4 talent is available to SK, not to Fnatic. They just now claim it. And there comes, of course, the healing ward for both of the teams. We have one of them. Well, up here, they're rotating. They're giving up the temple, going to the second one, and they send Shinobu down to the bottom lane for the additional experience. Don't fight the temple, just try and get the EXP. Up here, the attempted stun, both of them missing. Bakery dodging both. And Linked is now trying to just go up at the temple where Lowell is fighting with the Guardians. There's still Zagara down at the bot lane. How much can she push in at this point? Diablo is moving in. Up here, what do we have? Tank in position, and that is usually when you need to get the hell out of there. And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. Kaysil moving onto the healing wall so that he can't be targeted down. Needs to move back though, and this is the second temple that they're losing here. So a lot of experience on SK. We'll have Zagara with all the damage at the bot lane that she could potentially dish out here though, taking one of those towers too and trying to close that gap as fast as she can. But a lot of those temples did damage to the structure we saw there. Linked in trouble maybe, but in comes Diablo. And everybody is scared away. The Lord of Terror doing his thing. Fred's going for the Thunderclap. It looked a little bit like Muradin was just farting on the ground. But I can assure you that didn't actually happen. Just looked like it. Maybe he has to go to the bathroom, but we are not taking any breaks here. There are no breaks in custom games just yet. Oracle used by Zamoni at the bot lane to take those creep tumors down and make Shinobu's work completely obsolete. Shinobu's trying to push it back as much as he can, but up at the top lane we have once again Kaysil being attacked, and Link is moving in with another stun attempt, and BZ is there! Down goes Tyrande, the first kill in the game against Fnatic. And Fnatic is starting to struggle. They are a bit behind in experience. It's not a big deal just yet, but if that second temple phase activates, and that is always down here, that one single temple on the map, then you need to make sure that your opponent is not going to hit that level 10 talent before you do, or just doesn't hit it at all during that fight, because it will automatically lead to you losing that battle and the temple, and a fort has been captured at the top or taken out, and that is of course very, very bad news now for Fnatic and that second temple phase. We're having the 7 talents now for both of the teams taken. That means double battle momentum. In this case, it's actually Diablo who goes for battle momentum, something that we did not see too often in the past. And Vala, who goes for the exact same talent here. On level 7, we are having the True Shot aura picked up by Tyrande, and the full Stormbolt build for Muradin. Zamoni is doing his best against Shinobu here, but Shinobu actually getting a lot of damage in. Still nearly a level ahead for SK Gaming, and also a hard camp take with the perfect timing. Nearly 5 minutes in, those temples are going to activate very soon, and there it is, temple activating, and at least Lowell gets one of the camps. Oh, Linked is there, but they can't kill him, they can't do anything against him. So Kaysil, Freds, and Lowell are there. They're going for Araragi. Hunter's Mark is in, and they're trying to drop in. The stun is there. Great kill. Great kill. Exactly the kill that they needed there. Very well done. Down at the bot lane, Shinobu is still trying to hold the lane against 3. At the top, we're having Ace of Spades starting to move down, but look at those experience bars. Level 10 is going to hit extremely soon for SK, and Fnatic cannot win against this. Diablo is now back. He needs to, of course, cross the map, but so do the other heroes. BZ is getting extremely low here. Just for a second, Ace of Spades is trying to capture the lane. Level 10 versus level 9. You cannot fight this. You don't want to fight without your regular ability. The Lightning Breath of Diablo alone can do so much, and he's already here, but the 10 now for both of them. But Ace of Spades gets killed. He was trying to soak the experience, and now it's a 4 versus 5. They have to move back. They have to move back. Metamorphosis already used. They're just like trying to run away. They give up the temple. They actually took a lot of those shots already, so they did a pretty decent job with that. But now they have to start moving onto the other lanes and getting experience. They're already a level behind once more, and that's of course a bit of trouble. Up to the top, that hard camp is still pushing. In terms of talents, we have Strafe used by by Vala, of course now. Strafe by Vala. We have Divine Hurricane or Divine Storm used. We see once again the Napalm Strike, the Napalm Strike, Lightning Breath, and also Archon on the side of SK. And SK is pushing the bottom lane hard. They're trying to take that out, and they do it. They take down the fort, and well, Fnatic is trying to react with a push in the mid lane. That is not as successful as their opponents. They have Ancestral Healing on Rhaegar. They are looking at Metamorphosis on Illidan, which we've seen used earlier. Avatar on Muradin, Starfall on Tyrande, and more on Zagara. A game where we only saw 3 kills so far, and it's not really a big difference between the teams, but there's always this slight feeling that we are having SK just a bit ahead of their opponent. Good last second grab on those, and that was kind of well done here. We're having at the same time Lowell and the entire team actually in the mid lane. No rotations just yet, just 5-man rotation, and it's no split soaking. Araragi, they see him, they stun him once, twice. No, only one of those stuns hit, and Bakery already using his entire arsenal of skills there. But we have Diablo dying at the beginning of the match, and now Link is in trouble. Link gets dropped. Oh my god, Fnatic. The last patch, they said several times that the meta didn't really agree with them, but so far it is a new patch. We are just starting into it, but so far they are doing very, very well here. They haven't won this match just yet, but you can really feel like this comp is working better for them. Freds is there, Lowell, they're trying to go for the boss. Lightning Breath being used, but Araragi, he dies. The boss is taken. Down goes Muradin, but it was totally worth it. Hashtag value. Zamoni moving back, and Shinobu and the rest of the boys are going up to the top. They're having SK still in the position where they're gonna lose the fort. Yes, that's true, but they're starting to defend here. Bakery and Zamoni, both of them going straight for the boss, where we have Sergeant Hammer taking position at the bottom temple. Level 13 talents now for both of the teams. We're seeing in this case, again, Giant Killer used by Illidan. We have actually, interestingly enough, Muradin not with the talent chosen yet. That's the 13 talent where you had in the previous patch Rewind as an option, but Rewind is now a level 20 talent, so you can't take it anymore. We are seeing in this case Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike being used over the spell shield that he utilized in the last game. That temple here taken by Ace of Spades and Fnatic. We're also seeing once again the Hunter Killer talent on level 13 for Zagara, which in this case is Mutalisk. Linked and BZ completely taking the shots off the bottom temple, but the experience lead is there in this case now for Fnatic, and they are very close to taking down another fort at the top lane. It's the hard camps, of course, that really matter at this point. You look at the map, there's not really a whole lot to really fight over, so you go for the hard camps, you try to take them, you try to work towards the level 16. A double Shrink Ray currently being used for SK Gaming, that gives them even more CC in those fights, and we are seeing also Spell Shield used by Diablo, who wants to be even more tanky, and that helps also against the skills that we are going to see from Tyrande. So a very nice talent to pick up on Diablo in this case. Once again, the 5-man rotation from Fnatic. They're moving straight through those lanes into the mid lane, down to the bottom lane. They're trying to take another camp, and they're stealing it away. They're stealing it away. Yep, there it goes. The siege camps are already gone. And well, with that, they just move down to the bottom lane. Soak another wave. Ace of Spades is there with a lightning shield. Rhaegar is really good for these things. Of course, later on, it will most likely be Illidan that benefits a lot from that. And so far, Illidan has been doing a really good job. A lot of work. And he has shown SK that they were just not prepared. Maybe they are prepared in the next fight. But 16 is going to hit for Fnatic in a second now. And that is, of course, going to be once again blood for blood heaven. Blood for blood heaven is going to happen here. We're going to see that talent at least picked by Illidan. And that alone makes him so super scary. So here we go. One blood for blood. The second second talent taken for Hunter Killer. Second blood of blood coming to play now too. And for Muradin, Stone Form, which makes him so massively tanky. Yeah, and talking about tankiness, Diablo, of course, having quite the hit point pool at this point. He's really working towards that by taking down additional minions. They're starting to rotate here. Diablo is looking at overall 5,000 hit points. If you compare that to Muradin, Muradin has 4,600, so it's a little bit of a difference between the two of them. Diablo can increase that over time now as well, but it's already quite obvious that he's a very, very tanky hero that can do a lot of disruption as well in those backlines. We're having a 5-man rotation at the bottom lane. It looks like SK is trying to just force a recall or something like that. They force a reaction out here. They're not 16 yet, so they're gonna need to wait a bit. But there's no hero up at the top lane to capture that shrine. With Brightwing not being picked in this game because he lost his rewind, there is nobody to just jump in and use the mobility. Lowell is extremely low here, but there we go in from the side, and once again the lightning breath from Araragi. They're not trying to drop him more, has already been used. Shinobu is extremely low and dies. Shinobu dying, but in the next second it is Bakery that just drops. No, Bakery alive, but Sergeant Hammer is dead. Sergeant Hammer is dead, and suddenly SK Gaming with so much momentum here. They're taking down Rhaegar, and they might lose Bakery. Yes! Oh my god, the metamorphosis here. Once again, Lowell is trying to jump in. Lowell and Frets, they move back. It's a 3-4-2 in favor of SK Gaming. Very well done here by them. For a second, I really thought that Bakery would be playing Sergeant Hammer in this game, but it's of course not him. We're having Bakery on Vala. Zamoni, Linked, and Araragi are now starting to rotate towards the top lane, where we're having also the heroes from Fnatic starting to walk towards. So right now, I have to say, this is going to be a very difficult shrine to take for Fnatic. They're going to have a real problem here. They're waiting for the rest of their heroes to come in. Frets doesn't really get that Stormbolt in. That would have taken even more hit points away from Tacita. But Shinobu is now there too. 17 versus 17, and you really still want to fight against this. Araragi jumps in, flips Frets over, but that was the wrong hero to choose because he wants to be in the fray. He just has so much hit points. He can easily do that. And now we're going and then moving in again. Here comes Kaysil. Does he have another ult ready? No, not just yet. But we have the Ancestral Healing. Lightning Breath again, and they go for a rug, and down he goes. But Frets, oh my god, the Ancestral Healing hits too late. Frets goes down. Lowell drops as well, and Kaysil is too low for his own good as Zagara is taken out at the top. She's being killed here too, and suddenly SK Gaming, they change it again. They start their comeback. Oh my god, I'm loving this game. Diablo is already back, of course, thanks to the revive, but this is just so damn good. These back-to-back fights that we see by the two teams, and just one team claiming an advantage, losing another battle, falling behind again, and then turning it around a few minutes later. Really nice game here. This is game number 2. This is the chance for SK Gaming to equalize the score and force Fnatic into a third map, and right now they're doing a really nice game. 9 kills against 7. 9 kills against 7 in this game, and they're gonna go for the boss, and they're gonna get the boss as well. This boss is gonna end up in their hands. It's not even being contested, even though of course Fnatic knows what's going on, but they cannot. They were waiting for the rest of the team to be revived again, and now they're going for the hard camp, whereas SK has to make a decision. What are they gonna do next? Are they gonna just like try to roam the map and steal as many of the camps as they can, or are they gonna move in with the boss and try to drop one of those keeps? They could try and do that, and they're already starting to move in for it. At this point, we're nearing level 20. Well, actually not quite, but yeah, that's the next really important milestone for both of the teams. Oh, the flank attempt. Linked already identified it. And here comes Frets being pushed back by the spider mines. And are they going in for it? They're looking like they want to do that. They have to be careful on the Lightning Breath though. Lightning Breath is available and Diablo is about to use it. They're trying to drop him. Look how fast he dies. Oh my god, he's being kept alive for another second by the shield, but his hit points are going down so fast. Samoni is down as well. BZ is getting jumped now too. He's not getting stunned by the Lunar Flare, but here comes Lowell and jumps in, and with the Lightning Shield, even with the heal here, that shouldn't make a difference. He should die. Of course, Diablo by now is already back to business, but this was exactly that comeback that I've been talking about earlier. These fights back to back, and I love how both of them are fighting tooth and nail for the smallest advantage in this game. Level 20, I'm really sure that we're going to see a level 20 game here, and that is going to be just absolutely awesome, because we're going to see so many of those new talents. We're going to see the Hardened Shield most likely on at least Diablo, and we could also then, oh nice, the jump, Diablo, oh god, just barely gets away. We could see also that same talent on Muradin, but most likely it's going to be Rewind instead. The temples activate now, and Frats is starting to take those few mercenaries apart. We have Lowell moving in once again, 19 versus 19, but still that experience lead for SK. But still, that problem, of course, that they have one hero less on the map right now. And with one hero down, this is tricky for them. First of all, that top temple is already starting to attack their keep in the mid lane, or at the top lane, and will very soon do that. We have the rotation from SK down to the bottom, and that's, of course, exactly what they need to do here. Illidan is still just like walking around. I'm not quite sure what he's going to try and do. Probably just like soaking some experience to get them a faster 20. And we have a 3-man rotation towards the top lane to go for that keep, and they're very likely to get that. But one keep is already down for Fnatic, and a second one is soon going to be attacked. Level 20 is going to hit for both of the teams in just a second, and there it is already. Frats needs to be careful. Yep, Frats needs to be very careful. Illidan is at the bottom lane still. He goes for the rewind. He could go for a bunny hop and jump away. We have also, yep, there's one. Does he go rewind? Nope, not just yet. He's moving away and he's getting away. What is Illidan going to do here? Will we see once again? Yes, we do. The Nexus blades have been taken. 20% attack damage and the slow on the target, and Tyrande with another rewind as well. Lowell is here, moving back once more. They need to just move together right now. And just look at that core. That core already suffered a lot of damage. 20% lost. That's 80% that they have on that right now. And well, right now, at this point, we really need to see that next fight. That next fight can decide the game right away. With both teams already losing one keep, the next fight can completely decide this match and give victory to one of the teams. And this is going to be the most important one. Look at those talents here. Nexus Frenzy on Sergeant Hammer. It is insane. This talent is insane. And we have, of course, also all those other talents like Divine Hurricane, and now they're jumping in immediately from the back. We have Bakery using his strafe. Look at that Lightning Breath. Just the last second Ancestral Healing. Here comes that Starfall that we've been talking about. Lowell is low and is trying to jump away once more. We have that Healing Ward just saving them. They need to disengage. The Lightning Breath of Diablo has just done so much damage. But nobody died in the last fight. Nobody died. 9 kills against 10 overall. And of course, especially BZ on Sergeant Hammer with so much damage potential now, thanks to the new talent, thanks to the Nexus Frenzy, the stun attempts against Zamoni. He goes into the Dimensional Shift and moves away, but we see Fnatic with a bit of momentum gained here. In the mid lane, it is their keep that is being attacked, and well, you know what? It doesn't really look like that keep is going to survive, even if they move back. And if they lose a second lane, that's bad news. The temples are activating, and that's where the teams have to move in. A few of the ults are still available, but others are down for a long time, and amongst them, nope, Ancestral Healing is back. Ancestral Healing is back, but so is the Lightning Breath. They're moving in up to the top already, and here could be the battle of the game. The one to finish it all. Is Fnatic going to the Major League, or are we going to see them fight in the third game? Both heroes dropped immediately, but oh, Rhaegar goes down as well. We have Zagara and Rhaegar down, and now suddenly Fnatic has to disengage, and they are on the run. They are on the run already, and guess who's back? No, it's not Slim Shady. It is Diablo. It is Diablo, and oh, Muradin died as well. This could be game. This could be game. 2 temples are up, and oh my god, like with 2 temples, I think they're gonna kill it. I think they're gonna kill core if they keep both of the temples, aren't they? This is the time when Illidan has to make his master play. I mean, this is gonna attack the core. Oh god, this is looking horrible for them. They're trying to move to the top. Oh, the core, the core. Oh, we might see a 3rd game. I think we're gonna see a 3rd game. Kaysil moves in. He's trying to stop it. In comes Illidan. But it is over. It's game GG. Game number 2 goes to SK Gaming, and we are gonna see game number 3, the deciding match between Fnatic and SK.
Crazy games, absolutely insane games that we had. SK takes the game, and suddenly we're having only 1 map left, and it's the final map between the 2 teams to find out which team is going to the Major League. We're going into Sky Temple again. The teams picked it for the 2nd time, so we're seeing back to back the same map, and it's all about the draft at this point, of course, right now. This is going to be the crucial part. Who can really get the best heroes here, and who gets the best position in the game itself then? This is the map that it comes down to. This is the map that really counts, and all of the players, of course, know it. It's the last spot for the Major League, and you have to win right now on Sky Temple if you want to participate in it. Let's jump into the game and find out if SK or if Fnatic is going to advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Last game in the best of 3 series here at the final between SK and Fnatic. And holy shit, have we seen awesome games between the 2 of them. And this is the conclusion, the last map, the winner of this game goes to the Major League. To the left side, it is SK on Sky Temple, once again with Araragi on the Lord of Terror. It is Diablo, BZ on Tassadar, Linked on Uther, Zamoni on Azebo in here, and Bakery on Vala. To the right side, on the other hand, with nearly the same lineup that they had in the last game. It's Ace of Spades on Rhaegar, Kaysil on Tyrande, Fratzy got his Muradin, Shinobu on the Hammer, and Glowel on Illidan. It's hammer time! Oh! And that sound couldn't have hit at a better time. Here we go. This is the game. This is the one that counts, and this is all that matters right now. And boys, I tell you one thing, if this game goes to level 20, in my personal opinion, Fnatic is gonna shit all over SK. And why? Because of those new level 20 talents that we have. Not only do they have Illidan, which did so much work for them in the last game, but also they have now Sergeant Hammer, and both of them get a massive upgrade on level 20. And SK, they know that as well, of course. They played great games. SK, they took down the art team. It was a big fight for them, and then they won on the 2nd map against Team Fnatic. Oh, Araragi is getting stunned once, twice. A lot of free damage, but Muradin just moves back in the last second. Kaysil is there, Ace of Spades in the mid lane, Frets as well at the top lane. It's only Sergeant Hammer. Zamoni, he needs to be so careful in this game. He needs to be so super careful. If he is getting stunned once, I feel that he's gonna die there. Lowell is gonna be all over him, gonna try and drop him as fast as he can, and there's always Tyrande to consider as well. We have 2 shrines already activating, and we are looking at 2-2 currently in this game. The talents that we're seeing here, the normal talents we already had before. Link dodging that stun by being stunned, a small misstep by Kaysil, and Kaysil pays! He pays with his life for this. Goes down and dies a painful death, and SK with the first blood. SK with the first blood, and they want more. They want more than that. They're already moving straight down here, trying to take that as well. Linked is there. They're claiming the middle temple, the top one, completely abandoned just yet. And here comes an owl again. Get owled, buddy. Araragi is eating that bird. And at the top lane, once again, there's Lowell, and he's not going for the shrine just yet. They give one of them up, level 4 already hitting for SK. SK getting that lead again. And I don't, like, I'm a wreck already, and I have no idea what those players are currently thinking, because this is what really matters right now. This is the game that you want to win. This is the game that you can't lose. No mistakes, nothing, no regrets. And not hesitating too long. Level 4 for both of them. The bottom temple has been taken. The bottom temple is over. The top one is the one that really matters right now. We have Shinobu starting to make his way up to the top, and he is going for his talents already, and here comes SK Gaming. SK Gaming is moving in, they're going straight for that. Zamoni, Linked, Bakery, they're all rushing in. Araragi is going in with Diablo. Oh, and the jump by Freds, just barely getting away, but look how well Zamoni used that Wall of the Dead here. He's using that immediately, and we have them moving in again, and God, is SK playing this well right now. They get the second temple as well, at least for now. They get such a huge advantage, but in they go, and they're trying to drop Araragi again. Oh, and they might be able to get him. He jumps in, and he dies. Araragi is down. It's 1 kill versus a kill, and once again we have Fnatic moving back. Fnatic moving back right now with 5, but they're still behind in experience. They're still behind in experience, but maybe they can capitalize on that small advantage that they have right now with that hero that was down, but it doesn't look like it. They're rotating the lanes. They're rotating up into the middle, routing another one up down to the bot lane, trying to soak that extra experience that they need to just like draw even with the opponent's team, and there's a level 6 for them right now. The next temple that is activated is going to be the one at the bottom lane. It is going to be that bottom lane temple that we're going to see there. And once that happens, it's all about the level 10. All about that one so important level where you can dominate that fight and take an opponent down. Sky Temple for the second time in a row. For a second time in a row, we're having this map. On the last one, SK was able to win. Can they do it again? They had the hammer in the last game, and this time they don't. In the mid lane, Ragi, he has to be so careful on his Diablo. He picked on level 1, of course, once again the reduced resurrection cost to 60 souls. We have level 7 now hitting for both of the teams. BZ at the top lane, extremely careful here already. No mistakes just yet. The most important thing for the teams, Bakery up trying to capture the vision, and he does, but we have Freds and Kazel just waiting there. Oh my god, it's a trap. It's a trap. And who are they going to get in? And they're trying to move in, and they're jumping. Araragi, the stun! No! Araragi getting away, not being hit by a stun. Just the last one hits him, but that was not enough. Two-shot aura taken by Tyrande. The Storm Bowl build on Muradin. Up at the top lane, we have Rhaegar. Rhaegar going on level 7, of course, for the Earth Shield. We have double first aid on Sergeant Hammer and on Illidan, and when you're looking to SK, of course the first thing that comes to mind here is that we once more have the battle momentum taking on Diablo. Cleanse taken by Uther. He has such an important job in this game. Shinobu is trying to get an early position on the temple, but he's already dropping low in hit points. We have Mule taken by Nazeebo. That could be the winning move here in this game. Shinobu even activating the thrusters right now, and Rhaegar is still on the move. Rhaegar isn't here yet, and at the same time they're starting to move in. They're going for it. Here comes Lowell being attacked. Araragi at the front. Ace of Spades, better late than never. He moves in, but oh my god, Shinobu! Shinobu is being attacked, and they take him down. Shinobu is eliminated, level 9, and oh god, no. Fnatic just barely gets away, and what a great fight for SK. So well done by them, isolating that dangerous target and dropping him immediately. And now again, as in the last game, we see Fnatic with basically the loser's option. They have to just move onto the lanes and soak experience, and SK Gaming, they know that. They know it. Bakery is already in the middle doing the exactly same thing, because they know, can they fight for the temple? Hell no. So I just go in the mid lane and soak experience as well. Level 10 versus level 9. Can you fight with that? Of course you can. There goes Lightning Breath. We have Strafe taken. Archon also at the top. One of the towers is down. Bottom lane, Diablo is just laughing his ass off. He's like, what are you puny, tiny guardian thingies doing? Doing damage to me? What do you dream about? This is top now. Top is being attacked, and Bakery is starting to move in to push them back. Oh, the boss attempt already. SK, they want to finish it early. Gargantuan has been taken. They take Gargantuan in this case, and it's actually a pretty interesting option if you think about how much disrupt we have from Fnatic. And Fnatic is moving in. Fnatic sees it. Fnatic saw, linked with a stun, a bit early maybe. The early team stun. Gargantuan is there, is going for the stun attempt, but it's already down. That's a lot of heroic abilities that are suddenly gone, and that boss could end up in the hands of Fnatic. Fnatic is going in! Metamorphosis! Araragi is dead! Diablo is dead! And they take boss! They take boss, and now they're jumping in again. Freds with the avatar, they're moving to the bot lane, and just like that, we are having Fnatic in a good position again. They were down in experience, they still are, but they can now take those structures down, and they're pushing the bottom lane up to the top lane. The defense against that hard camp that was taken earlier, where we have Bakery in position on his Vala, but that boss, oh my god, that beetle, that big badass beetle is moving in to take down the keep, And of course, nearly the entire lineup of Fnatic is already with them. They dropped the fort. It's 12 versus 12, and they're starting to move in. They're going for it right away. This game, this is everything that matters to those two now. We're having another Siege Giant camp right over here, and Fnatic is trying to defend. Fnatic at the top right now. Bakery already with a good defense at the top lane. Zamoni now getting some more mana. Araragi in the mid lane just trying to get as much experience as he possibly can to make up for that disadvantage. They don't want to fight against the level 13 without having that talent as well. So they need to somehow do something. BZ at the bot lane trying to do the same thing once again, hitting those storms, but the temples are about to activate, and level 13 is going to hit any second now for the Fnatic. Any second now it's going to be the time when they have the extra talent. Right now Zamoni, Linked and Bakery are already looking at the Siege Giant camp. They're getting it, and this is when the temples activate and the 13 talent is there. Giant Killer on Illidan. Giant Killer on Illidan. The first Lunar Flare talent for Tyrande. We have once again the Thunderclap for Muradin on this level, and here comes the Giant Killer on Sergeant Hammer. 13 versus 13 now as SK Gaming hits that so important talent too. Having both teams rotating, they just want to go for the fight, they want to go for the contested temple in the middle. We have SK in position already. Ace is a bit late to the party. Rega arrives. Oh, that's a good dog. Finally being there, Heal Boy, and Freds is starting to move in with the Avatar. Are they trying to wait him out? Apparently no heroic ability used just yet by SK Gaming. They're apparently trying to wait Freds out here, but they get the extra shots from the temple already. Freds is still at the front, but he's not gonna have that Avatar for too much longer. Araragi is trying to move in. Here comes the slam! And immediately they attempt to stun out Araragi, and Araragi is getting jumped. Illidan is immediately shrinked, and Linked is so low. Linked! He survives, but Tacita dies. Tacita dies. Oh my god, suddenly it's Fnatic. Fnatic, they're everywhere. They take down Diablo. They take down Zamoni. No, yes, no. And they move in to take Linked, and they kill him. Finally, they get him. And Zamoni is stunned as well, but that mule doesn't do anything. That mule doesn't do shit. They drop the fort. And now it is 5 kills against 2, and they get the entire temple. Bam! Up at the top, the fort being attacked now as well. Down here, we have at the same time Kaisil, Ace moving down. This is going well for Fnatic. This is going really well for them. SK is 1-2 levels behind right now. Well, in experience, it's 1 level, but it's a level that matters. The bottom temple is going to be taken, and Uther is still not there. Uther is still not there, and SK needs to contest. They are on the same talent at least, so they're trying to move in, they're trying to get that now. But this is not gonna be easy, not at all. The temple is already putting pressure onto the bot lane, onto the keep lane. And what is SK doing? They're waiting for Uther, and Uther is finally there. Finally, he is here. It's a 5 versus 5, and they're gonna go in. There comes Lowell. He's coming in from the side. Araragi is being attacked immediately. Avatar once again being used by Muradin. He moves in. Lightning breath, but Araragi is down. Araragi is down. BZ. Oh god, that Stormbolt hitting 2, and Bakery is dead. Fnatic is in bloodlust mode. They are completely wrecking the entire army. Everything that is in their path. They get level 16 in this down, and suddenly there is blood for blood again. There's the stone form. Oh my god, what a game. Suddenly it is just Fnatic everywhere in this game. They are taking down every single hero, and now SK Gaming, they have to really find the heart somewhere to turn this around. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy for SK Gaming. This is going to be a monumental task. Level 20 is going to be such an important talent for Fnatic if they get that. They take those mercenaries everywhere. Araragi is trying to contest it, but he comes too late. And SK is in a perfect position. 17 versus 14. 10 kills versus 2. SK, what can they do here right now? They need to defend. They need to soak experience, and they're trying to do it. Zamoni in the mid lane. Araragi is already there as well. But once again, Fnatic, they are trying to run with the advantage. They're trying to capitalize on it. They're jumping in again. Araragi, 1 stun, twice, and down he goes. Down is Diablo, and another camp already taken. Oh my god. SK in this game, they have found their master. It is Fnatic. Fnatic is mercilessly making their way towards the Major League. They are not there yet though. And apparently they're trying to move into the bottom. They have 4 Siege Giants there. They're looking at the boss and they're like, who? We have 4 Siege Giants. Why would we wait for the boss? We can push in with the 4 Siege Giants and take that keep. We have still a talent lead. perfect call there in this scenario. They should not have moved back. This is the right call, and they are gonna try and use it as much as they can and put a ton of damage onto this. Once again, Zamoni just barely getting out of that bakery with a strafe, pushing them back. Also, of course, trying to drop those Siege Giants. They are attacking that keep over and over and over again. Temples activate soon again. Araragi gets... Oh my god, that was a close one. Starfall being used now as well. One Siege Giant is still there. They're not quite getting that keep, though. They're not quite getting it just yet. What about Frets? Can he move in with another Stormbolt? That Mule is doing work. That Mule is doing a lot of work. There comes already the wall of zombies. And Frets... No Stormbolt. No. And are they overextending? Do they stay too long? Keep is down. They got the keep. They got the keep. One lane already pushing in. And still no 16. Still no 16 for SK. They're trying to move in right now. Here comes the Napalm once more. Double blood for blood. And hovering mode on Shinobu. And the stun. Yes, it hits. Oh, but the second one doesn't. Well, it hits Araragi, but it doesn't hit Simone. And they're moving back already. 16 any second now for SK. That's their chance. That's the chance that they have in the 16 talent. And they're taking them immediately. They're getting in the double storm. They already have the imposing presence on Uther. And there's the blood for blood also for Vala. So far, no talent taken on a Zebo. They're moving up to the top lane right now. They're jumping in. Araragi might be in a bit of trouble there. Where's the first stun from Freds? In comes the Lunar Flare. But they're trapping their own Gargantia. Oh, the lightning breath. They just move out of the range. Araragi used it too early. Araragi used it too early. Lightning breath is over. And now this temple cannot be contested anymore. They have to move back. They have 2, 3, 4 ults already down. They cannot fight here. They cannot fight. And this is when the temple starts attacking the top lane. And they're just moving in. They're saying to SK, guys, get that bottom temple. Get it. We don't care. There is no bottom temple. But what am I talking about? We are looking at the boss right now that SK is going to try and get, but that boss is going to cost them. It's going to cost them another keep. If they don't TP back right now, they might get the boss, but they're going to lose keep. They're going to lose it for sure. There's already Shinobu. He's already in position there, and he can get that keep right now. He has the hovering mode. They're moving back. They're taking another camp, or they're trying to. That was laying a bit of a trap. Boss has already been taken. Now the TP is there. Keep. If they would have just YOLO'd for it, if they would have committed complete, they would have gotten it. But right now they have to move back. Or do they? Or do they? 19 versus 16. Do you really want to fight there? The stat advantage is of course there. But do you want to fight without the 20 when you're so close, when you only need one level? They want the keep and they're going to get it. No, SK is moving in. SK is moving in. They're trying. Starfall already used another lightning breath already on Diablo. At the same time, Link is getting stunned out. Freds moves back and the healing ward is there. But LOL jumps out on Illidan. Oh my god, that was close. That was so close, but LOL gets away. And once again, SK, they're moving back. They still have that keep at the bottom lane. That boss is, of course, going to do some work, but he's not going to drop that keep. He's not going to drop it. And here comes Shinobu again. SK is low. They don't have their heroic abilities anymore. Oh, and Shinobu is going for the keep. 1, 2 more shots, and there it is. It's gone, but so is Kaysil. Kaysil is gone, and they have to disengage. And they have to disengage fast. Freds is extremely endangered here. He moves down to the bottom. Ace of Spades running away, trying to heal his body. And yes, there comes once again the slow ward. That's going to save him, isn't it? No! Strafe! Oh my god. Oh, and Freds just moves away, barely. Boss at the bot lane did do some damage to the keep. It took it out halfway, but level 20 is soon to be reached. Level 20 soon enough, and when that hits, when that level 20 hits, it is going to be the Nexus Frenzy and the Nexus Blades. And what are you gonna do against those two talents, SK Gaming? What are you gonna do? This is gonna be so much damage on that Sergeant Hammer. And Illidan is gonna hunt down whatever he can get his hands on. Illidan is a murdering machine in the hands of LOL. And it's already without the 20 talent. And once that hits, then he turns just... This is not going to be pretty. Level 20 is going to be there in just a second. But there are temples coming up again. You have to fight. You have to do something. You can't just sit tight and just simply wiggle your balls. That doesn't work. You need to do something here. And they're giving up temple for a temple. They're not even trying to fight right now. They're having the 20 talents, and here they are. Nexus Blades already picked. Rewind picked once. Nexus Frenzy. Rewind picked twice. And the Storm Shield and SK. It's a Hail Mary. It's a Hail Mary move by them. They move in. Araragi. Arahu. He is about to go down, gets healed for another few seconds. We'll be back with the death timer only on 4. But BZ, he is not going to be that lucky if he dies. And in comes Shinobu with the damage. BZ, look at low, look at that monster, look at that murdering machine, that Terminator made flesh. Zamoni is being taken apart here as well. And suddenly it's a 5 versus 3. And the mid lane is being attacked. Down at the bottom, there's already catapults and siege giants pushing in, and we are having a second temple being taken now as well. He's going straight. They are going straight for this one. They're going for the temple, and this is just way too many shots. Pew pew, laser beams everywhere. Feels like Colossi in StarCraft 2. Everywhere they're coming from, they're dropping whatever is in their path, and the only thing that's left is the core. The only thing left is the core. There are not enough shots left to really drop it, but it's gonna be low. It's gonna be very low. And Freds and Lowell, Fnatic, they want to end this. They want to end this right now. They want to go to the Major League. They want to go for it. This is the last game. It is the 3rd game. The 2nd time we see Sky Temple today, and they're going for it. They're moving in. 2 heroes are still down. 68% on the core. Freds jumps in. Bakery with a strafe. Gets stunned. Linked is down. Linked is dead. And Araragi with a lightning breath. They move back. They play it patient. Shinobu with the damage from the back. He's going straight for it. The mule is trying to repair the core, but they are still 5 versus 4, and now we're moving in. Oh god, the Gargantuan is also not gonna make it here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is looking nasty. SK Gaming with the last stand, with the attempt to turn it around. If they get a good team fight, maybe they can do something. But Bakery jumps in. Lowell is there. Lowell is always there. And Freds is going for the stun as well. Araragi already low and 40% on the core. That mule needs a race. But this is it. It is GG. GG and good game. SK Gaming defeated. Fnatic moves into the Major League of the ESL. Congratulations, and oh my fucking god, was that an awesome series.